She wasn't born a queen. She was a simple girl, an orphan, Jew, living in a foreign land. Her name was Esther. When Queen Vashti was removed from the throne, the king of Persia searched for a new queen. Hundreds of women were brought to the palace. But one woman stood out, not for beauty alone, but for grace, for silence, for strength within. Esther kept her identity secret. No one knew she was a Jew, not even the king. And then a man named Haman rose to power. He hated the Jews. He wanted them gone. He convinced the king to sign a decree. In one day, every Jew in the empire would be killed. Mordecai, Esther's cousin, heard the news. He wept, tore his clothes. He sent a message to Esther. "You must speak to the king. You must stop this." But Esther was afraid. "No one goes to the king unless called," she said. "If I go without being summoned, I could die." Mordecai replied, "Perhaps you were made queen for such a time as this." And in that moment, Esther made a choice. She fasted for 3 days, ate. Then she put on her royal robes and walked into the king's court, uninvited. Everyone held their breath, but the king looked at her and raised his golden scepter. She was safe. Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet, and then another. Finally, she spoke. "There is a man who seeks to destroy me and my people. That man is Haman." The king was furious, and Haman was sentenced to death. The Jews were saved, all because Esther spoke up. She risked everything, not for power, not for glory, but for her people. This is not just the story of a queen. It is the story of courage, of timing, of purpose. Because sometimes God places you in a palace, not for comfort, but for battle. You are not where you are by accident. You're where you are. It's for such a time as this.